Some of the gardens needed to tighten up the soil, but it's not going to arrive until probably Sunday now.
Okay.
Enjoy the weather.
I know we need it, but we just don't need it on the weekend.
We don't. I see what I can do for Monday.
Okay.
Okay, Karen.
That's your weatherman, Boomer Gallant, and you can see him on CBC News Compass. The first edition begins at 5 o'clock on CBC Television. You're listening to Main Street on 96.1 CBC Radio 1. And coming up next, award-winning musician Dennis Ellsworth with music from his new solo CD.
So I lost my way, I was dashed upon the rocks. Now I find myself with you out on the sea. Battered by the waves, I'm screaming, darling, will we drown? Or will this tempest make a man of me? Man of me. Rain will cease and leave the sun to fight the best it can. What is love if not the perfect storm? As high as the wind blows, as low as we can be. Tell me, what is love if not the perfect storm? And I know she thought the clouds were darker than they'd been before, so she slipped away like summer never came. For me, I thought the sky was waiting, though I did not know what for. So I bought myself a boat, now not a penny to my pretty name. The sun will hide and leave the rain to fall the best it can. For what is love if not the perfect storm? As high as the wind blows, as low as we can be. Tell me, what is love if not the perfect storm? How to find a way to keep you safe when nowhere near the shore? What is love if not the perfect storm? What is love if not the perfect storm? And so I lost my way, I was dashed upon the rocks.
Perfect storm. Dennis,
right.
Welcome to Main Street. Welcome back.
Thanks, Karen. Nice to be here.
That is a beautiful song.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Is it about anyone in particular?
Well, actually, that song was written, I don't know if you remember this, but John Smith,
yes,
in the fall when he was here to write songs with me, that was one of the songs we came up with.
Is that right?
Yeah, that song is sort of about, I guess we had gone through similar breakups, strangely enough, him being from the UK and me from here, but
Relationships have no geographical borders, I don't think.
Yeah, no, they don't. But after we got to know each other a little bit, we discovered that about each other, and that was our first attempt at a song together. And so we ran with that idea, and that's what we came up with.
That turned out to be a great project.
Yes, it did.
And if people are not clear what we're talking about, that was a kind of an exchange that you did through Music PEI that paired you up to songwrite together?
Yeah, they brought John over for the showcase in the fall. And he's making a record in May, and next summer, I think 2013 is when I'll be going to the UK to tour with him when he supports that record. So it's going to be a pretty great trip, I'd say. Yes.
And this is a fabulous CD, and we have talked about this project before, but for people who may not know, this is a new initiative of yours to do some work on your own and your own material. And Dusk Dreams, just tell us about where and how you recorded this.
The album was recorded in Athens, Georgia, in the fall. Actually, we started on Halloween last year. And
in costume?
We were going to, but we didn't bother. Some people say I'm always looking like I'm wearing a costume.
Well, you have a fabulous hat on right now. I should say you've got a great kind of Cuban-style fedora on.
Yeah. The album was produced by David Barbie. Some people may know him from a band called Sugar. He was the bass player in that band. They were around in the 90s. And he's also a producer. He produces the Drive-By Truckers. But I connected with him in 2009 for the first time. And we hit it off. So we knew down the road we were going to make a record together. And when the time was right, we would jump on it. And just so happened that the fall of last year was the time to do that. So I went down to Georgia and we did a record.
And had you been working on these songs for a while?
Some of them. There's a song on there that's about 4 years old, actually. Some of them were brand new before I went down. They kind of got that, had that I love this song, it's so fresh kind of feeling. You love everything that's brand new, you know, and then you forget about the ones that you wrote 2 years ago. But I had 40 songs, so it was a hard choice to make. But some of the ones that worked out, I mean, we just kind of tried things because nobody had really played together before. Mm-hmm. It was a session band, and they had to learn songs on the spot. So, considering that, the result is incredible.
Yeah, it is. You're pleased. I mean, we're not playing. We're playing you live today, but people can come out and see you perform with the band and also pick up the CD. Mm-hmm. And this doesn't mean that you're making a break from Haunted Hearts, right?
No, Haunted Hearts has developed into something that everybody can rely on it. I'd say we're always going to be there. We're not going away. We are just taking a bit of a hiatus. That said, we just recorded 15 songs last weekend, so you know we don't have any immediate plans to release those, but there's work being done. So
sure.
We're whatever I'm pushing, I'm always trying to work on the other one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So my goal is to put something out once a year.
And I think that we're seeing that happening in music and art, where there's kind of a collective nature to a band or a group of people that work together. We saw that last week with Rose Cousins. Mm-hmm. You know, she's kind of got that collective thing happening in PEI and Halifax and Boston now. And you were part of on the stage for the PEI part. Singing some oohs and ahs. You were. Great oohs and ahs.
Thank you.
So you're going to be touring this?
Yeah, the release shows that I'm doing in Prince Edward Island are at the Trailside Cafe, and the first one is on the 12th of May, and that sold out. And then the second one that we added is Mother's Day, the 13th. And on the 15th, that's the release date of the album, I fly out west, and I start a tour that lasts for 3 weeks and finishes in Moncton, I guess. There is a Charlottetown show as well on that tour. But it'll be nice to get out on the road, and we have a lot of things planned for the whole year. So I'll be busy. Yeah. Well, I met your mother. Speaking of Mother's Day, at the Rose. At the Rose show, yeah.
Yeah, she's a big fan.
She is a big fan. It's always good to have that kind of support.
Always.
Yeah. You're going to play another song for us.
Yeah.
Tell me about this one.
This one is called Electric Stars. This is the one that was written about 4 years ago. It dates back to the band Battery Point. And it's about traveling. It's about leaving home and the ones that you love, and just trying to find solace in something while you're so far away. And the stars was what I was finding solace in, being away.
All right.
The electric stars came out tonight, more in the city than the countryside, but there's no way to measure it at all. The blackness that they shine upon goes on and on and on and on forever, wherever and beyond. And all that I ask is that you need me when I'm not with you. Sit tight, I'm calm in love. And if you get lonesome in our bed, just put me in your head. Sit tight, I'm calm in love. At night you fall asleep with me, even when you're nowhere near. There's nothing that's dividing us at all. And the electric stars are shining for yearning hearts to yearn no more, forever, wherever and beyond. And all that I ask is that you need me when I'm not with you. Sit tight, I'm calm in love. And if you get lonesome in our bed, just put me in your head. Sit tight, I'm calm in love. And all that I ask is that you need me when I'm not with you. Sit tight, I'm calm in love. And if you get lonesome in our bed, just put me in your head. Sit tight, I'm calm in love.
That's a keeper.
Thank you.
That's a beautiful song.
Thank you very much.
It's a great CD. And
Thanks, Karen.
Sorry if I'm gushing, but I know how hard you've worked on this project, and I think that you're going to have great success with it. You've been generous enough to offer up some tickets. We'll give those away next week, closer to your launch date.
Sure.
And I know that you've already sold out the first show, so lots of friends and fans showing out for you. All the best with your tour.
Thank you very much, Karen.
It's always great to see you. Thanks,
You too.
Dennis.
Thank you.
That's Dennis Ellsworth, and his new CD is called Dusk Dreams. You'll be able to pick it up May 15th in local stores, and he'll also be the attention of Atlantic Airwaves coming up soon on CBC Radio 1. So more celebration of local music.